Do you know about the whole Queso story with his dad that took the stand on him?
I I had spoke on it without knowing what was going on. I just spoke because, you feel me, like, I didn't know the situation, but yeah, I'm aware of it.
Okay, well, I did Abdul Robinson Sr.'s first interview. That's Queso's dad.
Mm-hmm.
And he broke down the whole situation to me. And it's not cut and dry. It's pretty complex because what originally happened is Queso's dad, his stepson, his son, his nephew, and 2 other people, 6 people total, were leaving a club. Cars pull up, they shoot up the car, his stepson gets killed, his nephew gets put in a wheelchair, his son gets shot 3 times in the head, goes in a coma and survives. Queso's dad gets shot and everyone else also in the car gets shot. So what happened about a year later was his son and 2 other guys that's close to his son ended up killing someone who made a diss song making fun of the whole situation. Even though they weren't one of the shooters, there was some kid who made fun of the situation in a song. They killed the guy, split up. The 2 other guys went into an old lady's house, kidnapped her. Then they called the dad and said, hey, come pick us up, without telling him any information. So he pulls up, not knowing what just happened. They jump in the car and they say, we just killed someone and we just kidnapped this old lady.
So when I'm backing out regular, we hit Arlington Expressway. That's when Scotty tell me the situation. So I'm like, oh, fuck. In my mind, I'm like, damn, I gotta get them out of this car. Cause I'm in my car. I'm in a fucking orange Challenger. I'm riding my shit. So once he tell me about this, it was an old lady in the house, they done had her held hostage in the house. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, damn. But on the strength of Crazy K, I'm going on through with the situation. So we go over to Grand Park and we switch cars. So once we switch cars, we get out this orange loud ass car. And we get in an Impala, one of my daughter's cars. And I take them out to my house, because I stayed 4 out. And I take them out there, and I drop them off, and I leave them. And I left.
Put their ass right out the car. Get out. Get the fuck out of my car right there. You seen that prank that I did coming out that gas station when they try to act like they wanted me to help them move a dead body?
No, I didn't see
It's
that
a prank. I'm gonna send it to you when we get a chance. So dude, like, hey, would you want to make some money? I come out of the store like, yeah, I want to make some money. He said, help me move something. When I got right there, it's supposed to have been a dead white boy.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. We good, bro.
Oh, come on, bro.
Come on. Nah, hold on. Hold up. Oh, calm down. Hold on. No. Hey, wait. It's a prank, bro. Relax.
You see my reaction? I took off running. I got the hell on. So if I ever got caught or my name ever came up in it, all I can say was, I saw that and I got the hell on. When you know something, you get the hell away from it. But you can finish on. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. So at that moment, I said, did you talk to them about turning themselves in? And he said, no, that wasn't an option for him. Did you try to say, hey, let's go turn yourselves in. It'll be better this way?
No, I wouldn't have never, I ain't gonna sit here and try to be cool. I would have never said that. I would have really hoped they got away because of the situation beforehand. Because I definitely felt some type of way about Buck. Once he made that song, dissing my son, I definitely felt some type of way about that. But I wouldn't have told them, let's go down there and turn the whole shit, turn yourself in or no thing. I wouldn't have never made that suggestion.
So he helped them get away. He switched cars, burned their clothes, gave them some money, And then one of the guys cooperated, and now he's charged with accessory to murder after the fact, facing 30 years at 50 years old. He was locked up for a few years, and they approached him. They said, listen, if your son, Queso, takes this 30-year plea deal, we'll let you out the case. So you think that if Queso had stepped forward and said, look, I'll take a 30-year plea deal, but part of that deal is to let my dad out the situation, they probably would have done it?
I know they would have done it. They told me they would have done it. They told me all Queso got to do is come in here and get y'all out of here.
His son refused to actually take the plea deal and wanted to go to trial. So at that point, that's when he cooperated a couple of years later. And he had to take the stand against his own son and say, yeah, that's my son in the video. That's the way he moves. That's the clothes that he wears. And that's him. And ultimately, he got time served. And everyone is bashing him for telling on his own son. His son ended up getting life without parole. He blew trial.
That's a difficult situation.
Yeah.
If it was
You
me,
have a son?
yeah, he just passed away. But
Okay,
I would give my life to have him here and I'd be gone. So
Yeah.
to
Okay, so you
know,
have, sorry to interrupt you. So you have 2 daughters right now,
yeah,
right?
I got 2 daughters.
Okay, so let's just say your daughter calls you, said, Dad, I need some help. You say, okay, cool.
I would
I
have helped them out just in case his dad tried to help him out. But far as in the legal wise, it would have played out different in trial. You feel me? That's a difficult situation. You feel me? Like where, it's hard to put your opinion on that because it's not you. And nobody that ain't never been in that situation can't say what they gonna do in that situation because it's a fucked up situation. I didn't know it was that serious. I mean, I didn't know it was that bad, how you just described it. But me personally, if it was me, and I gotta come through for my child, and when I sit on this stage, stand as I already have sat on there, I would have looked at my child and just come to the realization that, dang, man, like I'm mad at you for putting me in this predicament. But when they ask me, is this my child wearing these clothes on social media? Whew, I look at that damn jury. I look over there at that judge. And I look at everybody in their eyes and say, I can't tell. I can't tell if this my child. It's blurry. Something wrong. I'm ready to find something in here. This is my baby. This is my child. I understand my child put me in this situation, but he just sounded so honest when he said this him. And I understand he doing it because he didn't have to be in prison. He came through. He did what he did for y'all. He didn't have to go to jail behind y'all. Y'all should have left him out of it. But that ain't what happened. He got pulled in it because he found out after the fact. Do I think he wrong? My opinion don't matter.
Well, I've talked about this situation. This is what I would have done. Now, granted, you never know, but this is what I think I would have done. If my son jumped in the car and said that he was involved in a murder kidnapping, I would give him 3 choices. I would say, we could go to my lawyer's office. I'll pull out $1 million or however much it takes to get the best lawyer, to get Drew Finley on the case.
He the best.
He's the best. That's my man. Here's $1 million. Do what you have to do. And we'll go turn yourself in with my lawyer.
There's one.
That's one choice. I could have you jump in this car and I'll get out the car and you do whatever you got to do.
You still going to jail.
Or you can get out the car. So wait.
You going to jail by giving him your car.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, then you got to get out the car or we have to go to my lawyer's office. One of the two. You can't have the car. Those would be my choices. But one thing I'm not going to do is involve myself into a murder with my child or anyone else. I'm just not going to do it.
See, they raise white people different from how they raise black people.
Okay.
Once Queso dad pulled up and then found out what happened, see what they should have did, never told him what happened. He should have been in the blind the whole time so that he would never be in that predicament.
Right.
When he picked them up, they should have kept their mouth closed. He wouldn't have nothing to say.
Right.
But due to the fact they took it upon themselves and told him, and whoever got caught and implicated him, you gotta go all the way back because it's just like, bro, a lot of people be talking that they never been in a situation, bro. And when I mean being in a situation, you're gonna go to jail for the rest of your life or you can go home today. Every time people show us they can go home today, what they do, Vlad?
Go home today.
It ain't, I haven't seen otherwise yet. I haven't seen nobody say, damn, I'm going. Only people who going to trial are the ones who got no choice but to go to trial. And then in the middle of the trial, they take a plea and go home.
Yeah, man, it's a tough situation. It's a situation I don't think any father wants to be in.
Right. And I want to apologize to Ksoo dad. You feel me? Like, I don't know you, bro. I should never spoke on y'all. You feel me? That ain't my business. But to be honest with you, it's a lot of things that'll take place out here where people would never expect to be in. People would never expect to be put in certain situations, be trying to say what they'll do. Man, come on, man. Nobody don't know what happened if nobody don't know what happened if it was them. Right now, if they tell Dirt they'll get him probation to come home, I bet Dirt come home probation because he's seeing all the people he stand 100 to and loyal to, they ain't even there to support him. Dirt girl went to court by herself.